to show you a few sort of pictures. It doesn't matter where I go, what time I pick, I still see the same problems. There's one right now looking in this picture, but you know what, YouTube, they demonetized me a couple of months ago, said that I'm dangerous to the people, I'm harmful to you, when I actually think it's the other way round. It's they're being harmful to us and we're not being protected by YouTube at all. But then they're owned by that family that own everything, so that's probably why the agenda is the way it is, that I've got to be the one that's harmful, when actually it's the other way round. Because why would YouTube want us to see these things? Anyway, so I was looking at these pictures because, you know, oh, hang on a second. I was looking at these pictures when I think, gosh, I can see it straight away. So, but I'm going to blow it up to show it to you. Do you see what's wrong with this whole picture? No way would a woman's body do that. I mean, when you look at it, she's got no breasts at all. And when you see it like that, it looks more like a man. That looks more like a man, doesn't it? With no breasts. I mean, come on. What a weird shape for those arms anyway. The picture's just up there on the right. You can just see it here and I'm going over it. But just going around the picture. Yes, it really is that face is superimposed onto that picture. That face does not belong to that body. Can you see it? Can you see how manly the body is below? Do you see what I mean? So people have not got a clue about what they're looking at and what they're taking in. And, you know, women do have a bit of a shadow under their throat. It's just we don't have an Adam's apple in it. But a lot of the pictures I've found, their necks, they've got to have all these lines, like these muscles. Like, she's got her mouth closed. What is she? I don't know how you get your throat to do it. Only you have to move your mouth. Like, how does she get a neck? And look at her shoulder and this. What is all this? And this her the body that belongs to that face? See, Mickey sent me this one. I'll show you her name in a minute. I've forgotten now. I don't really want to remember. So women do get a shadow, but we don't get it the shape like that. And that head looks like it's superimposed on that body. But when I found pictures of them, it was always the same. And look at the size of that neck. Look at that long, long neck. But with this whole thing in it. It's in all the pictures really when you look at this one. Look at that. So you can see that shape, can't you? Oh yes, this is Raquel Welch, I think. But look at the shape of her. Look at her breasts, and then her shoulders, and then her head. Do you see how small this is to this? This is like half the size. So this has all been stuck together, so that wasn't real either. And then I'm just looking, you know, look at that. I think that's supposed to be a more recent picture of Raquel Welch, but I mean, or whatever her name is, but anyway. That's supposed to be Larissa Andrews, but that looks like Jane Seymour, to be honest, in that picture there, the eyes in that. But anyway, look what she's got. She's got the same muscle thing going on. Ladies, turn your necks round. Do you suddenly feel that there's this muscle when you turn your neck is sticking out of your neck? She's got it on that. Whichever. I mean, she's got more of a sort of thing in her throat than him. Look at that. He hasn't got one. And look at hers. That's her name, the one with the first one. These were Bond girls. And then, you know, just start looking at pictures. Sorry, so I didn't explain that. This is the Bond girls. I didn't do that many, I just did a few. I mean, look at that. Look at the angle of her neck. Like, And then I noticed something else when I blew the picture up. Look at her shoulder, to her body, or whatever they're showing is her sort of arm, and whatever, where her arm looks like it bends, or whatever's going, whatever that is, it's not right. And also looks like she's got the same thing in her throat as the other one. But again, that head's probably just superimposed on that body. She wasn't there, that wasn't her. They've sold their souls, haven't they? The media do whatever they want to them. And again, you know, look at that chest bone and her shoulders. She's got very big shoulders for a girl. And look at that one, see, got that same thing in her throat. It's quite long, it goes down to almost like the bottom of the neck. Look at that one, that's a better one. I'm not saying we don't have these shadows, but they don't quite look like that. Yeah, I think that's got an Adam's apple in it. But maybe again, they've superimposed the head onto the body. I think they like playing their games. They don't want you to. They want you to feel confused about who you are and what you want. That's another one of their games. It's psychological terror we live in. Let's make this up. The news, the wars, the whole thing. The problems. Make them all up. Have them in absolute terror. Oh my God, I can't go outside the door. Yeah, see, look, there's another Bond girl. And I mean, look at the chest plate on her. I mean, look at the shape of her. Does that head go on that body? Or has that head been superimposed onto this weird body below? I mean, this one's another crazy one. There's just absolutely no way this could happen. That is total manipulation. What, and nobody has noticed this? Come on, everybody. Are you just asleep? I mean, this is more than asleep if you don't look at your environment. You know, I don't mean to see it and all that, and I don't see everything. I'm not proclaiming nothing, but when I see it, I put it out. But you lot, you've got to wake up and realise nothing is what you think it is. It's the most bizarre matrix we live in, because Mickey's real and I love him, my children, my friends, my family. I talk to people, all this, you know, my mum, all this stuff. But then there's this whole section that isn't. I mean, look at how her t-shirt goes over that. Look at that. What is that? Do you see that? Look at that. Let's go back a minute, show you again. She's coming back. Sorry, I've gone too far now. I've got too excited. Yes, look. Look at that. How can her t-shirt go up and over? Up and over. That is just ridiculous. I just wish that we could just see things that were real. We know they're not perfect. Why can't we just see them the way they are? We're not perfect. Why does everything have to be this manipulation? And when you actually look at it, it's all broken because I can see it's not right. It's not real. Look at it. It's disgusting. It does my freaking head in. You know, I could have just looked at the pictures and skipped through and, you know, nobody notices these things. Not real. Another not real picture. And again, look at this one. Look at that neck. What, are we bendy as well? Are we, I don't know, we got like, oh, I don't know, you know it can't be like that. She can't have her neck higher one side than the other, it's ridiculous. Why doesn't it say on there composite? And she's got those lines on her neck. I mean, this one is absolutely crazy. Look at that. Look at that. That is disgusting. The whole thing. Can you see it? Look at this. This. Look at it all. What is that? Like Muscle Man. And then, what is this? Bones? What? Is she crushing her shoulder as she's lying there? I mean, look at it. It's pathetic. And then probably, see, there's an Adam's apple there. But for this picture, they've sort of masked it out. So you probably wouldn't know. Well, you didn't notice it, did you? You think that's real, but that neck, and then she's got this crisscross down here and that thing. But again, you know, when you look at it, you think, well, it's like a mask, you know, and you can hold one up and put it on, or you put one over your head. It's like that. That's all it is. It's just the face, and then all this is added. It's not them. Do you see that face does not belong to that body. Look at that long neck. Oh my God, and this is another one, one of the first ones. Look at that, she's got the same problem with her chest. What, can her chest bend like that? I mean, when I look at her, I don't know, she looks a bit more like Kylie Minogue's sister. But they just look like other people all the time. That's probably because they are. But look at that. So look at that. See her chin, and the line underneath is interacting with each other, which they can't because her chin's on top. So you shouldn't see that line in her chin. So that face been added to the whole body, and you can see that, can't you? Look at that. That's just ridiculous. Another one. Look at this. God, it's just, you know, just by putting your neck back, you don't get all that. Do men get them? I don't know. Look at it all. What, is this some symbol or something? It's just bananas. Oh, there's another one. So, same pose almost, but her chin's not quite in the same place now. It's just, I mean, that, I'm going to stop a minute. I'm just going to stop that for a minute. I'm going to zoom in a bit more. Won't it go in anymore? It'll go in. Oh, I've got to do it. I've done it. Where is it? Oh, I've got to edit. It would help if I edited it, wouldn't it? So I'm gonna, because it's on a film, isn't it? There you go. I'm gonna zoom in, and we're gonna take. Well, let's zoom out a bit. Actually, we can zoom out a bit. Let's take her head off. Look at that. How can that head belong to any of this body? It's just, I mean, this Bond girl, I think they're starting to grow. When I'm looking at the pictures, they go back to the 90s. So we're not talking of yesterday, some of these people. We're talking of a while ago. Oh, so I've lost my place now. We've done that. Let's go on. Oh no, we haven't done any of her, have we? That's where we are, yes. Done that. Yes, we're here. So let's put it back on. That's just disgraceful. So that head is added to that body. That's why I just don't think anybody's real. It's all done like this. Who goes to the Academy Awards? Them and the media. And it's made months in advance, so it's just the same thing. Anyway, she's got the same problem going on with those lines on her neck. Sort of supposed to be a pretty young woman with a shadow in her neck, like, and then those lines. I just don't understand the lines. Does it make them more butch or something, or is it a symbol, or is it that they just stick their heads? Oh, just put her that she's been out to the theatre with her new boyfriend, and stick her head on top of that body, and you know, that's a picture that's like 5 pictures of her, and they just reuse a picture, and so, oh, I don't even know. It's all a bit bananas. Just when you look at that, oh no, there's another one with lines. Lines everywhere. You know, if you're trying to show beauty, you would take the friggin' muscle things out, so they obviously mean something. And then once you realise it's fake, you see it in everything. Like, I think her face has been superimposed on top of that body with the thing in the neck. You know, when you zoom in on that one, there's no way she could have a line going down here like that. No way could you have a line like that going down. It's stupid. It's a bit boring, isn't it, really? So, not real. So none of them are real. Just not real. It's crazy, isn't it? It's like madness when you say it. You know, you think, well, I don't feel mad, but it's like madness, isn't it? You know, like you hit my video, you've never watched one before, and then you listen to this and you think, what the hell's the woman on about? But you just gotta look. You gotta see beyond things. Open the box. Look, see, she's got a big one like a man. And then you look at it and think, oh, she looks like someone else now. Or he. As I did Michael Fox and Jodie Foster, same person. So, you know, so I'm going to a picture because I just saw this one. Look at the neck. When you actually look at the body and you look at the neck, you realise that the head can't be on that body really. It's been made, another made photograph. You know, if you want to show beauty, why have to have that thing on the neck? And I mean, that face is superimposed onto that. Look, the head is a different colour to the neck. And then she's just got a big one there in her neck. I just wish they'd make a mistake and that we saw it and they couldn't take it back. I mean, look at this one. What the hell's that? It's sort of half, 3/4 of a neck. And look at the shape of her body. Well, it's just crazy. Where's her, you know, I'm sorry, that is not correct. Who noticed it? I wonder how many thumbs up that picture got. And there you go at long last. The Adam's apple, which I knew they had because of the shape of the thing in their throat. This is a slightly younger picture of them, but there it is. Flipping hell, why can't a woman be a woman and a man be a man? Whoever they are sick. Deary, deary me. And then I think that they've got one. These are all the Bond girls. See, she's got one in her throat, but you know, if you don't look at it too close, you don't really see it, but there's something there that's not right. And then see, there's one there. She looks like Zoe Zelga, whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? That actress. I mean, that one that's lost a lot of weight and doesn't really look like her anymore. But it looks like her, Zoe, Ziggy, whatever it is. The film she was in with, oh, I can't even remember now. She played an English person, but she's American. Well, that's who that looks like. Yet she's Rosalind Pike in this one in English. They've got to have a half a dozen roles. Or just saw another Lines. That one's got a weird bit on the neck, I think. It was just a shadow of the hair, but I think that's an Adam's apple in there. Another one over here. Look, I missed that one. Look, with the Adam's apple just there. Look, do you see it? Just there. Look, and this is so bizarre. Like, does she look very feminine? I mean, that actually looks like a man's body, doesn't it? Come on, with a pair of breasts on it. Look at that. That's a man, isn't it? Got to have this V thing going on around their throats as well, so that's a bit disappointing, really. Yeah, that's a horrible picture of them, a horrible dress. Oh, I got the picture. See, Adam's apple. You know, why have that there if she's a woman? With the line, see the V again. It's just ridiculous. Just because it's just a computer, it's a model, isn't it? Right, stick her head on that one. Pretend she's at a theatre or the ballet, or she's a whatever, a cowgirl or whatever. It's another weird looking picture. I mean, look at the neck on that one. Nothing seems real. Oh my God, look at her shoulder. See, I was looking there because, you know, further right you can see that's an Adam's apple there, but look at their shoulder. There's no way that is her shoulder. So again, not a real photograph. She's superimposed into the footage, into the photograph. Look at the bend on her neck, for God's sake. Do you now see that her head is too big for the body? See, she's that Zoe, what's her name? Look, Adam's apple. And that face is again superimposed onto that body. They don't have the same colour skin on the face to the neck. It's like a man's body, and look, it's almost like there's an Adam. Well, I don't know what that is, but oh yeah, look, I think I zoom in on this one as well. Oh, I didn't, but you can see that one wasn't right. And then she's got a problem on her neck as well. And I think that face is superimposed on. I think that head is superimposed onto that neck, that's superimposed onto that body. Look at the size of the neck. I mean, also look at her breasts. They're almost perfect, aren't they? And then you get up there. Oh, she's about 20 years older, 20 years younger at her breasts, and 20 years older at her head. That's superimposed into the picture. And I just don't think it's also. I don't even think it's a real picture. Look at that. 20-year-old breasts to sort of middle-aged woman. And I don't think her head's real. Look at her face. I'm going to show you in a minute. Because there's just too much, you know, you notice things when you were putting it together, and then suddenly you notice more, and then as you're making it you notice even more. But I mean, look at these things. What the hell are they? She's got her mouth closed. How could she be doing that with her mouth closed? This one's a bit bizarre. She's got that line again, the muscle thing going on. And then I saw it in this picture. None of this picture is real. So the body with the dress on belongs to one person. The neck is someone else. And then they've made the hair and they've put the face in. Do you see that? Here, look. Do you see it? And it's the same on that side. Look, it's all fuzzy. Ah, it's just not real. Look, there's no definition there. Look. That is not a real picture of her. And here, look, it's all weird around here. So now do you see that head is too big for the body? It's not right. It's not, it doesn't, they don't go together. Oh God, and then there's those things like, she looks like someone else as well. I'm not sure if she's Jane Fonda's time. She's a bit like her as well. Oh, it's just like, really, I should hand out sick bags for you and it can just go, bleh. You know, I haven't done any of this. This is what they're doing to us. Making the pictures up, look. Look at, there's no way the person's neck can do that. Only if it's been made and put together. So that head's been superimposed onto that neck, which has been superimposed into the body. And the same problem goes on there, that the face is superimposed into the hair. See? When you see it, and then when you know what it is and you see it all the time. I mean, she looks quite manly, really. Look at that. 20-year-old breasts. It's quite similar to the other photograph, but look at the neck, the whole thing with the muscles and the Adam's apple and so forth. And then the sort of 20-year-old breasts. Ugh. she's got more lines. And then I realised I don't actually think, it's not a very good copy, it was a little bit, but I don't think that hand belongs to her. But anyway, we'll move on, because we'll just move on. What have we got to? Oh, I'm going back. Yes. I don't think that hand belongs to her. So that means that that face has been superimposed onto that body. I mean, look at the shape of that. That's like a man's. Look at that, it's got like a muscle on the shoulder. She's like someone else there as well. I think it's the same thing where she's been superimposed into that picture. Isn't there this one? The lines again. I'm sorry, we don't get these lines like that. Maybe when you're really old. She's not saying anything, is she? Ah, same. This person has problems on their neck. Another one with a problem with the neck. Just look a bit like Jane Fonda, do you think? Just take her hair away. Oh, I don't know who she looks like, but anyway. Bizarre. All these have been Bond girls. Look, she's got the V around her neck. Some few juicy pictures here. Look at that. So, must be one of them then. Again, do you see that that head does not belong to that neck or that body? Do you see the neck doesn't belong to the body or the head? And they've all been put together, so just a made photograph. And then she's got the same problem, see? So that face has been superimposed in and they've had to sort of do whatever they do to make it look real. See how her jaw goes? Oh, it's just yuck. None of these people noticing there's a big problem with everything. This one's a bit crazy. Look at that. Not one line moving on her face, but all that going on her neck. So that head is superimposed in. Cool, look at her swimming costume band. It's going into her skin. Another weird one on the old throat there. Well, we're coming to the end now. That was quite a long one.